Vladimir Putin has recognized the independence of Ukraine's separatist areas. The Russian leader is sending troops to eastern Ukraine. But the big question is, where will he stop? How far will he go? The West has had one warning for weeks now. Moscow may be preparing for a possible invasion. Russia denies this. Putin's moves so far have stopped well short of such a scenario. But his address has now added to fears of a full-out invasion. So here are three possible scenarios. What Putin could possibly do. The first one, Russia could secure the existing separatist areas and then pause there. While many believe that sending troops could be a first step towards a wider invasion, others note that it could also be a place to stop. Analysts believe Moscow could at least pause in terms of action on the ground. That's because Russia has already achieved some big objectives. That's pushing Moscow's security worries to the top of the world agenda. And two, securing permission from neighboring Belarus to station a large force. The goal would be to apply pressure to Ukraine by maintaining a constant crisis. Secondly, Russia could seek to expand the separatist territory while limiting conflict to just eastern Ukraine. Currently, the separatists control less than half of the two provinces that they claim. Russia could try to expand this separatist territory without launching a full-out invasion. One major target would be Mariupol. This is the main port in eastern Ukraine. In 2014, the separatists stopped short of attacking it. Capturing it would let Moscow link Russian-annexed Crimea to the separatist regions. This would mean complete control over the coast of the Sea of Azov. The move could also exert economic pressure on Kiev. But by itself, it would fall short of Moscow's perceived aim. Moscow wants a government in Kiev that supports its regime. Which brings us to the third scenario, the third option, a large-scale invasion. That's something that the West has been working on for weeks. The US and UK saying that Russia wants to capture all of Ukraine or at least move into Kiev to overthrow the government there. Currently, no one knows what the Russian president will do next. With the smell of war in the air over Europe, world leaders are currently scrambling. They remain focused on producing as forceful a reaction as possible. This comes after the Russian president declared Donetsk and Luhansk as independent regions. What will be the future of these two regions? What does it mean for them? According to reports filed by Sputnik, a Russian lawmaker says that LPR and DPR, that's Luhansk and Donetsk People's Republic, will be recognized within the borders of the regions that existed during the referendum in 2014. The lawmaker noted that now the self-proclaimed republics occupy less territory than it used to during the referendum. A DPR leader has also signed a decree on recruitment of citizens born between 1995 and 2004. The leader of the self-proclaimed DPR, Denis Pushilin, has signed the decree. What does it say? I'm quoting from the decree now. I hereby resolve to carry out the army recruitment via the mobilization of citizens born from 1995 to 2004 who are in reserve and are subject to conscription under the law of the Donetsk People's Republic of 13 February 2015. Meanwhile, the chairman of the left-wing Turkish Vatan Party, Dogu Perizgek, has said that Turkey should follow Russia in recognizing the independence of LPR and DPR. The step would correspond to Ankara's interests and security. Earlier, the Turkish foreign minister said recognition of LPR and DPR by Russia was unacceptable, violating the Minsk agreements and the integrity of Ukraine. Meanwhile, the People's Council of the LPR will be holding a meeting to discuss the ratification of the agreements with Russia. The People's Council of Donetsk and the Republic's Parliament will consider the agreement on friendship and cooperation with Russia. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.